Okay, good. Well, happy Halloween. Plenty spooky out here. Still hadn't, the mist hasn't cleared and the woods are misty and a little spooky. But I think it's gonna clear out today. Maybe another hour or two, hopefully, because I don't have my rain jacket on and my puffy jacket's gonna be soaked soon. But it's forecast to clear up. Of course, the forecast doesn't matter. Okay, yesterday kind of, I don't know, I just didn't get into that day at all. And I think I only ended up doing like 16, but it was a hard 16. The whole day kind of, it was one of those days where I dragged myself through it. But today I have a huge day, partly because I just didn't get the miles in yesterday. And I'm a little pumped up for it, so I think I'm gonna be all right. But I was also dreading it last night. 27 miles today to get to Pigeon River Bridge, which I think is near I-40, and it's right before the Smoky Mountains. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna enter the Smoky Mountains. And I'm gonna stay the night with some relatives of mine, Kathleen and Bill. It's gonna be fun to meet them and talk to them. 27 miles total. Probably half of it is uphill and half is down. So I've got to get up to this place called Max Patch, which I think is at 4,800 feet. I started about 1,500 feet, so a fair amount of climbing today. It's gonna be tough, but then I should cruise on the downhills and make a pretty decent time, I think. But I got my work cut out for me. I want to meet these guys probably around 4, hopefully at the latest 5. But man, if things don't go well, it could be 6 or 7 easy. So they're probably going to show up in the early afternoon. I hope they're not waiting too long on me. They might do a little hiking down there by the river. Hopefully that's good for them while they're waiting on me. Well, I honestly don't think there's been an accurate forecast in 2 weeks. I guess broadly it's accurate. It has been raining. Forecast of rain, but the times that they say it's going to rain, it's not raining. The times that it shouldn't be raining, it's raining. Anyways, a little frustrated. I took my rain jacket off and walking in my puffy jacket for 2 hours in the rain. It'll be dry at the end of the day. I don't know which shelter this is. The picnic table is atrocious. Might as well be laid on its side. I think this is Walnut Mountain Shelter. Pretty rickety. Doing pretty good on time. Or progress for today, but it's just as miserable as yesterday. Okay, it is freezing. I've been getting rained on for 3 hours. I made the mistake of taking my rain jacket off at about 8:30 because it seemed like it was going to clear up, and it just proceeded to rain for the past 3.5 hours. Finally stopped raining, but it's still very overcast, misty, wet. Everything is soaked, including me and most of what I have on me. I had to stop at a shelter back there, and oh man, my hands are so cold. I can barely light my stove or manipulate my zippers and things like that. So anyways, I tried to warm up in there by getting a hot meal real quick. This group of trail maintainers, or it's a club actually that helps maintain the trails. They happened to pop through there, and so they were peppering me with questions. But I got to get out and keep moving to get to. I basically have to get to this place called Standing Bear Farm today to meet my relatives, and I got about 15 miles left, and I wanted to be there by 5 o'clock. It's noon, so that's kind of tough, especially in today's conditions. But anyways, I'm actually glad that I have that out there in front of me, because it's making me try to move faster, but God, it is cold. It's freaking cold and everything is wet. Not a good combination. My puffy jacket got soaking wet. I just tore that off in the shelter and stuffed it, got my rain jacket back on. Here, I'll flip you around for a sec. Anyways, I'm close to this place called Max Patch, and I was excited to do this. It's a big climb up to Max Patch, and it's supposed to be scenic up here. And it's another one of those things that I thought I had timed pretty well, but I don't think there's going to be any views up here for me, and it's just going to be cold and overcast. There might be some views, but it might clear up by the time. I still got about a mile to go, but man, it is miserable weather today. Miserable. Way more miserable than yesterday, and yesterday was miserable. Well, here's my wonderful view up on Max Patch. It's max cold. Is really all it is up here. Is there's more wind. It's a little chillier, and there's not really any view. I'm not sure you can make out that little. I think I'm going right up there on top, and that's actually Max Patch, and that'll be the summit of this little area. And I head downhill for a pretty long ways. I have one more hill, Snowbird Peak, to do before the end of the day. So, and then 5 miles after that down into Green Corner Road, which is near I-40, and this place called Standing Bear Farm. That's a real sort of, it's another one of those iconic hostels a lot of people stay at. But I'm getting picked up by my relatives, and I'm hoping that brings me warmth and comfort, because that's all I want right now. And this is gonna be, I'm about halfway through this day, so it's a tough day. All right, beautiful Max Patch right here. Isn't it gorgeous? Its own kind of beauty. So this is about 4,800 feet, maybe a little over. And I am headed down, thank God. Okay, about I'd say less than an hour after I passed Max Patch, this started gradually happening. Started clearing up, getting nice. I bet the views were pretty decent on Max Patch. About a half hour after I passed it. Now I'm on my way up to Snowbird Peak. It's right over here to my left. I'm almost up there, maybe probably just 200 or 300 more feet. And that's the last peak of the day. Then I head down probably about 3,000 feet to Pigeon River, and I meet up with Bill and Kathleen, and we're gonna have a nice dinner. I'm gonna wash all my clothes again because they got soaking wet today, and when they weren't soaking wet and I was freezing, I was sweating like a pig because I had so many layers on, like right now, going uphill. So they could use a wash, and they definitely need a dryer. So all that'll be good. I'm really looking forward to spending the evening with Bill and Kathleen. Oh, looky here. We do get a view out on Snowbird Peak. So this is pretty sweet. Get something out of the day. 27 miles should get you something, right? Well, today it gets me to my relatives, and that's gonna be pretty awesome. But this is nice to finish the day this way. To finally get some sun. So earlier, I think I talked about this, I hopped in that shelter to warm up. And it was so cold that I didn't want to go get water. So I just cooked my, had this like little Mexican fajita fiesta or something like that. And so I just poured my lemonade in there, cooked it in lemonade. It was still pretty good. Really doesn't make that much difference, I don't think. But I ran into this guy after that, and he was struggling to get his poncho on. And it's funny because I was walking up on it. I wanted to offer to help him, but I didn't want to embarrass him. And he just said, "Hey, get over here and give me a hand." He was all tangled up in it. I mean, I couldn't even see him. He was like underneath it. Oh wow, I gotta get a picture of this. But anyways, it just showed me that, because I think I'm a complete wuss in the cold. And I was talking to him. I was like, "Yeah, you gotta watch out once your fingers won't do what they want. You know, you're getting hypothermic." But yeah, he couldn't do his snaps, and I was helping him get him gloves on and all kinds of stuff. But it was chilly today.
Where are you coming from?
I hiked up from Garenflo Gap today, but do you mean originally or?
How long have you been up here?
We got up here. NASA launch station. Just kidding. Still wants to rain on me. Look at it. It's like, you're not out of the clouds yet. This place does look kind of wild. I definitely wanted to be on the tip top of Snowbord Peak to say that I was there. All downhill from here, down to the Pigeon River Bridge. That'll be the low point, and back up tomorrow. All right, I just realized this, so I'm doing 27 today. I think it's around 27. I'll check the mileage at the end of the day, but I'm pretty sure it's right around 27. Anyways, I think this is my final marathon. I just realized that, and the weirdest thing is the second I realized it, it kind of made me sad. And so it's just like, maybe I'll do one more just for the hell of it, but I don't really need to at this point. I think after today I have 12 days left and about 240 miles, maybe 241. So that's 20 a day. I might do some 22s and 25s just to make, you know, the very tail end pretty easy and make sure that everything's on track for that final Friday. But it's just kind of weird. Probably no more marathons. I made it to Green Corner Road where we wanted to meet. It may not be the easiest place, but I didn't know what to expect when I got here. So try to walk out to Interstate 40. Hopefully this helps the process and doesn't mess it up. All right, I am in Knoxville, and this is an incredible treat. I'm with my relatives. Kathleen is right here, and she scooped me up off the trail, and there's people in all these crazy costumes, but I'm gonna have a good meal right here. Bill's parking the car, but I'll try to get it.
Market Square.
Okay, Market Square.
Knoxville, Tennessee. The little scruffy city.
Scruffy City, and but this is
I'll show you.
really good for me. So These guys are not fooling around. It is Halloween, and so there's a lot of interesting scenes down here. I think it's going to be a fun night for us. I'm photo bombing them. We're in their photo.